just a moment ago. And they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Carolina Panthers.
The kickoff for Tampa Bay.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead. And we're off in week 2. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First down throw for Bridgewater. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throwing is Bridgewater. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 27 yards there, a first down.
First down, Carolina.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater now. He gets it to Thomas.
Bridgewater's pass.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 14.
Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you you got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
A gain of 10 brings up third.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
First and 10.
Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. Now a first down carry by Jones. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, one set.
On second down, it's Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
2-yard loss.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Pick it up. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there.
Throwing is Brady on third down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
1 yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On second down, McCaffrey. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On third down, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Here's Mickens to return. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
No gain on the play. Second.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. In his own end zone, it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. 5. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans. 98 yards. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Buccaneers 7, Panthers nothing.
38-yard line, 2nd and 11. Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, 89 yards. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown.
He is no good.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A good pickup there, a 22.
22 yards.
Catch there by Robbie Anderson, and we all know he's got the speed to get behind any defense. What I think is underrated about his game is his toughness and his belief in self. Robbie Anderson was an undrafted free agent who's turned into a big-time player in the NFL, and now landing in Carolina reunites him with his college coach, Matt Rule, when they were together at Temple.
Second down and 3. Bridgewater to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. It's a pickup of 6. First down, Carolina.
And there's a catch by Christian McCaffrey, and he plays a huge role in the passing attack. He's caught over 100 passes each of the last 2 years. So he is a defense's nightmare because how do you identify him before the snap on every play? Is he a running back? Is he a receiver? Do you guard him with a defensive back, a linebacker? Whatever you do, he tends to have the answer himself and ends up making big plays.
And Anderson's got it. And he's got this down to the 35. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
And the Panthers.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Right there. 54. Right there.
Now Bridgewater. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
beat up.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Panthers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. This will be from 49 yards out. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's a second missed field goal here in this first half. He'll have to think about that going forward. Maybe time for a little soul-searching as well.
Yeah, the head coach might be looking towards the heavens because you wonder if this will affect the 4th down decision-making going forward. If you get 4th and 3, 4th and 4, situations that used to be calls for the kicker might get a second thought.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first down, it's Jones. And he stopped immediately there. Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Brady's throw there complete. And he'll be taken down inside Carolina's 15. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run on first down. Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Score Buccaneers 20, Panthers nothing. Bradley.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
He was brought down by Levante David. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when he clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
He was brought down by
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. From the gun, Bridgewater. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Throwing, Bridgewater. Open man is Robbie Anderson. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Looking downfield for Godwin. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie Jeremy Chin. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go, G. Get off the field.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
1st down.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And his kick is good. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
46-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Buccaneers, first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Brady now on first down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Well, whenever you talk about players that really broke out in the 2019 season, you better add Chris Godwin to that list. Over 1,300 yards receiving, 9 touchdowns. He was second among receivers last season receiving yards per game at 95. This guy combines great body control, excellent strength, and terrific route running ability to become a really big downfield threat.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. Shotgun now for Brady. This for his running back, McCoy. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and they're going to face a third down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He completes it to Jones. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on first and 10. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Antoine Winfield Jr. picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, yeah, definitely co-sign on a really nice play by Antoine Winfield Jr. What an interception. And I liked him come at the University of Minnesota so much that I compared him to Tyrann Mathieu in terms of instincts and playmaking ability. He may have been a second-round pick, but I think he's a first-round talent. And a lot of that comes from his dad, Antoine Winfield Sr., who was an all-pro corner in the NFL for a number of years.
Look at this is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown.
Makes the score.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Panthers take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Bridgewater's
second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it leave?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brian Burns. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. 2nd and 20. From the gun, it's Brady. He completes it to Evans. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Brady. Caught by Jones. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd down and 7. This is Jones. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
3rd and 8.
The Bucks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Brady. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Brian Burns picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now the Bucks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Play fake. Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And out of bounds. This will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45.
Their own 45-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 44. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
44-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. The sack backs him up, 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs.
Get ready. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Operating from the gun, Brady. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 31-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Brady. Flush to his right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 15-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling, but inside is thinking 24-hour rule, because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down, Carolina.
Ready? Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Hawk 7, go.
McCaffrey. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
With the carry for Carolina.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Airing this one out for Evans. This is caught inside the 15. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
To go.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And my goodness, another interception. Antoine Winfield Jr. picks it. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Bridgewater's pass intercepted. The Bucs take over first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Check. Hey, Gold 66.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady going to look to throw. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game.